Totem pole, 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 totem pole.
Hello, everybody. Recording live from somewhere.
Hello, everybody. Recording live from somewhere. Totem Pole Nation. It's 7:30 a.m. These other guys must be hugging the pillow. They're not on here with me, but today's life lesson is you win with people. And I don't have many people with me. So Totem Pole Nation, I need you. Man, what a blessing to be on here and to know that we are building a community of like-minded individuals that want to be successful. What a blessing it was this weekend for my son to tell me, Dad, let's start a 24/7, 365 live stream that could be a group chat for the members of Totem Pole Nation. And man, I'm telling you, that group chat that we started, all you have to do is go to YouTube, go to Totem Pole Nation, go to the Totem Pole Nation channel. And look who it is. Mr. Reliability. I'm echoing a little bit for some reason, Lambo, but that's okay. Lambo, how do you feel about you win with people? What does that mean to you? That was a classic book.
I mean, that basically means you got the right people around you. But the question is, how do you know you have the right people around you? It's called having that growth mindset. You got to be able to grow. You got to be able to adapt. You got to be able to learn from one another. You have to be able to work as a team. It's all about the energy that you bring each and every day.
Man, I'm sitting here looking at where we're streaming to. We're streaming to 2 Facebooks, 1 YouTube, 1 Twitch, 3 Twitter accounts. And I was just going over with Totem Pole Nation. If you go to the channel, there will always be a live stream up at the top. And it says join the most lit group chat for NFL, NBA, MLB fans. You go in there and that will be a group chat that you will be able to go to and hang out with like-minded individuals, members of Totem Pole Nation, people who believe in doing what's right, doing your best, and treating people how you want to be treated. We named today's podcast You Win with People. That was the title of a famous book by the legendary Ohio State football coach named Woody Hayes. Lambo Belichick, are you familiar with Woody Hayes?
Before Ohio State sucked, before they had Urban Meyer, yeah.
Woody Hayes was the longtime coach at Ohio State, and he wrote a book. I have a copy of it somewhere, or maybe I gave it away. It's called You Win with People. You don't win with a playbook. You don't win with a uniform. You don't win with just having a totem pole hat. You win with people. And every day, Totem Pole Nation is getting bigger, faster, and stronger. So, Lambo, the live chat. We had a young man in there yesterday who was from England. I think he was from England, whatever the country EU is. I'm not a geography major. Jaden. Jaden said he didn't have a lot of friends. And that was so sad. That makes me think of Maya Angelou, one of my favorite poets and authors. Maya Angelou said, to get a friend, you must be a friend. And at Totem Pole Nation, we strive to be good friends. Lambo, what does it mean to be a good friend?
That means being a good friend means you got to be positive. You got to be supportive of someone's goals and dreams. Being a friend is being consistent, always being there, staying on the same page. I mean, being a friend comes a lot of ways because people think y'all need a lot of friends. You don't need a lot of friends. You just need certain ones that actually, uh, you need certain ones that are going to care about you, the certain ones that are going to lift you up. You just need. It's basically when it comes down to friends, it comes down to growth minded people. You just have to be, you got to have the ability to adapt and to be growth minded. You have to be able to get out your circle. You have to be able to be comfortable. Uh, like Tom Brady says, or like everybody else says, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. Being comfortable doesn't get you nowhere.
EU is not a country. Thank you, Gold 22. Please let me know, what does EU stand for? Dylan, thank you, Dylan. Dylan has been so important to the growth of Totem Pole Nation. The man from Seattle, the man from Soul, the man with soul, Crystal Ball Paul. Crystal Ball Paul, today's life lesson: you win with people. Me and you were talking the other day, and it's so important how you treat others, because the people that you see on the way up will be the same people you see on the way down. Talk a little bit about that, Paul. We have the 24-hour live chat. Lambo went on there and helped a young man from EU.
And that's why I'm 45 minutes late to work because I overslept.
Well, get to work, man. We'll see you later, okay? See you later, man. Man, that's the dedication and the loyalty that I'm talking about. The guy was up messaging a young man with no friends in the EU. And I was corrected, Paul, by Gold 22 that the EU is not a country. What is the EU?
It's it's Europe, so it could be any country in Europe.
Oh, the European Union.
Yes.
Okay, well, I think he was from England. So I apologize. Or Britain, or Great Britain, or the United Kingdom. He was from
Hmm.
one of those places. But he said he didn't have a lot of friends. And Lambo went on there, and out of the goodness of his heart, helped this young man. You
Good.
win with people. Woody Hayes' famous book, You Win with People. It's so important how you treat people. Talk a little bit about that, Crystal Ball Paul.
Well, I mean, I mean, there's so many cliches that comes with this. What comes around goes around. Um, you know, um, you're
Good
always
morning,
gonna,
Paul Lambo and Totem Pole Nation. Dylan, Tallahassee, Florida.
yeah. Hey, Dylan, what's going on, man? Yeah, you're always gonna have to deal with people that you treat bad. So why not, treat everybody? I mean, it's just easy, but we overthink it or underthink it sometimes. Just treat everybody with dignity and respect. Then you don't have to worry about stuff coming back to you like that. I mean, and again, it could be, for instance, I'm currently, in this recruiting process, but I respect everybody out there that gives or doesn't give an opportunity, because one day down the road they may knock on my door and I may need them or they may need me. So I always just keep an open line of communication with people, and just people never feel like things are being taken personally, you know? And if you don't take things personally with others, hopefully people won't take things personally with you. And if they do, they're going to have to see you down the road. And then you, as a bigger individual, can show that person that, hey, you don't hold grudges and you don't take things personally. And I'm still here to support you. And maybe one person learns from that, but a lot of people don't. And they fall by the wayside anyway, because at some point they trip and fall and they have no one to look around and help them, because they think that they're a one person entity, that everything happens because of them.
Yeah, Dylan, I was scrolling through all the live streamers on YouTube and I saw they had these polls. And I was like, man, this is sweet. We could have a poll. So I had to Google it. I had to look it up. I had to go on a laptop to set up the poll. And the poll is Dylan says, I'm curious to know who wins this poll, because that definitely should be Michael Jordan. So the poll today for Life Lessons Podcast, You Win with People. Who is the GOAT, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? That is a question that always gets people fired up.
It does. And again, if this is the first time you're polling, that's a good question to start with, just to see, within a 24-hour period, what the percentages are going to be for each. I'll be looking forward to see that number.
I am an instigator. That's what makes me an effective coach. And I know that gets people fired up. JB on Twitter, Kobe is the GOAT. Now, I can respect that, JB, because Michael Jordan said that he taught Kobe everything he knew, and Kobe took it to another level. I do not believe that Kobe was as gifted of an athlete as Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan ran a 4.4 at UNC, I think, in the 40-yard dash. The dude could play minor league baseball. But you win with people. And me and Kobe are the same age. And I kind of grew up with Kobe. Kobe and Tiger Woods were like the proteges. They were like perfect. Nobody's perfect, but Kobe really cemented his legacy after he retired, because Kobe found out Kobe was a jerk as a teammate. He found out that he would be remembered and what he gave back. And that is what Totem Pole Nation is always about. Dylan said, definitely would say the younger generation will say James. And we have a lot of younger generation on here to laugh out loud. Yes, we do, Dylan. The children are our future. Lean Batter, thank you very much for commenting. So, Paul, what's on your mind from what I'm saying? I do not remember you, Lean Batter, but thank you very much for commenting. Remind me, what's on your mind, Paul?
Yeah.
Lambo, I know you got to get ready to go. What is on your mind, Lambo? What do you want to say to Totem Pole Nation? What do you want to say to that young man who probably will be watching later that you stayed up and helped?
I mean, at the end of the day, it just comes down to what do you want to do in life? Because basically, the real world tells you, what you should do. So at the end of the day, you should be able to have the ability to do what you love. And we're a team. Totem Pole Nation's a team. Like number one is faith. Number two is family. Three is football. And four, y'all the future content creators. And then
Amen.
also, we believe that y'all will be big time live streamers, YouTubers, and content creators. With being a part of Totem Pole Nation, as members of Totem Pole Nation, we will achieve, help you achieve your dreams. We help others,
Amen.
we build champions, and we change lives. That is our
Amen.
motto for Totem Pole Nation. And we're going to be consistent because everybody else just wants to get rich and famous. When we
Ooh,
help others out, we know we will be given back. But it's not about the end of the process, it's about the process.
thank you very much, Lambo. I know you got to go, brother. See ya. We don't want to be famous. We want to be great because greatness is determined by service. Dylan says, Paul, lit it out, bro. We're all ears. Ben says, I think you guys are the goats. And then Dylan said, Lambo. And then it's all fun and games. Where are you from? Watching from New Zealand. Michael Jordan is 100 times better than LeBron, no doubt. We are from Richmond, Virginia, in the United States of America. And this is Totem Pole Nation. We are the low man on the totem pole, but the low man always wins. Dylan says, Paul, let it out, bro. We're all ears.
What do you want to know?
What's on your heart? You win with people. What do you want everyone to know about this topic, about what you're going through, what you've been through? What life lessons can you impart to Totem Pole Nation? We have a 24-hour live stream that is a group chat. There are so many kids, Paul, that are lonely. There are so many people who are lonely. Maya Angelou said that her son came to her and said, I have no friends. And Maya Angelou said, to get a friend, you must be a friend. And that's what we're doing here at Totem Pole Nation,
Mm-hmm.
teaching you how to be a friend.
Yep.
Some people have never had a friend. And as soon as they have a friend, they fall in love. And then if that friend does one thing, they disappoint you. Well, life is a pattern. Life is a pattern. The man from Seoul was in the military. The military is a pattern. Totem pole is a pattern. What is the pattern about friendship? You win with people. How do you get people to follow you, Paul? You were a commissioned officer of the United States military. What is on your heart?
To get people to follow you, you got to learn how to be a follower yourself. Number one.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just when it's time for you to follow, you have to be a great follower, meaning a great teammate, because you're not always called upon to lead every day. But when it's your turn to lead, how you were a follower determines how you're going to be as a leader, because people will follow people that don't think that they're any different than them. They're cut from the same cloth. They're
We're
just
the
a
low
person in
man.
charge. They're just a person in charge at the moment. And it just so happens to be me. So when I lead, I try to be one of them. You know, I get my hands dirty with I don't ask people to ever do anything that I wouldn't do. And when I ask people to do something, if I have time, I get down there and do it with them to help them out. you know. But as a leader, sometimes you don't have time. You just have time to direct. But people will follow you if they and if they know that you're gonna take care of them. Meaning, you're gonna look out for them when it comes to promotions. They'll know that, and people aren't people people aren't naive, and they understand whose heart is in it for everyone and whose heart is just in it for themselves. That's easy to see, even
Mm.
from the lowest private to the top general. They know who's in it for themselves and who's in it for the team. Again, together each accomplish more. Team. It's easy. It's easy. We make it hard, And I think, like always say about youth sports, it's the adults that screw it up. Like the kids are the ones that are, they're a clean slate, and they're just out there competing. But when you get adults' hands in the way, other people's players start happening, and all kinds of nonsense.
Flower, you're a legend, coach. Love from England. Also, get this bum at the bottom off. what is it? What is that? Do you know the guy at the bottom? Maybe you're talking about me. I'm the bum, not him. All right, I'm the low man on the totem pole. Actually, I need to be below.
No,
Oh, I'm the low man on the totem pole. All right, so I'll get the
no,
bum off the bottom of the screen because that's me. Thank you,
it's
Flower.
okay. Hey, Flower. By the way, you know what? If I'm the bum, I'll try to be better. I'm just doing the best I can to help you guys out there, or to pass along my experience in order to one day be able to help you in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
But I'm trying.
we're
I
doing
might be
this.
a.
You might what?
I said I'm trying. I mean, I woke up this morning. I'm trying
And you
to.
just ran how long? Are you walking or are you running?
Who, me? Oh, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I just walked 5 miles.
Wow. This man has already walked 5 miles. Some people are still hugging the pillow. One guy was 40 minutes late to work because he was up talking to a guy that has no friends and found our live stream, Paul. Will you be checking in on the live stream periodically throughout the day?
Of course, and I'll be sending notes too
Wow.
to folks. Now that I know there's folks out there that just need someone to talk to, you never know whose day you're going to change. So, um, why not just go in there and just say hello, or hey, how's it going, or what are you doing today? Because it could change someone's day and change someone's life, actually. Because there's people out there that need people. I mean, we have people that we can talk to during the day, and we just assume everyone else does too. But that is far from the truth.
And how amazing is it that live stream 1.5 thousand people have came across since we started it. And my son Streak said, why don't we just keep the stream going? And Geo Hawk got a spit on. There you go. There you go, Geo. Thank you for commenting. Why don't we keep the live stream going? Because some people have never been in a group chat, and that's what this is. This is a group chat. You win with people. My dad told me when I was a kid, birds of a feather flock together. Have you ever heard of that saying, Paul?
Mm-hmm.
What does it mean to you?
Good people hang out with good people, and unfortunately, bad people hang out with bad people. Just walk the halls in a school or downtown. You are who you are who the friends you pick are. That's who you are. Um, yeah.
Birds of a feather flock together. It has nothing to do with the color of your feathers. It has to do with the content of your character. Birds of a feather flock together. Here's another way to say it. Show me your friends, and I will show you your future. That's from Mark Marrow. He was Johnny B. Bad in the WWE. He said, how do I know this? He said, because I was a loser, because I used to hang around with losers. He got involved in drugs and alcohol because he was hanging around with people that were on drugs and alcohol. He said they were losers and I became a loser. Mr. B says the cheat code to life is to surround yourself with people you want to be like. Kai Cenat. He said play the back until it's your time to play the front. My dad told me when I was a kid, Troy, in order to give orders, you must first be able to take orders. Paul, I know something I just said sparked something in your brain. What's on your heart?
Nothing. Well, not nothing, but that's how I lived every day in the military. And the hardest part about that was like teaching new people how to be good followers, and they couldn't understand that one day it was going to translate into you're in charge. Now you want people to follow you. How good of a follower were you? People that took to that that training and that mindset, they had an easier transition to being a leader. The others, that fought the system, then they had people who fought them when they became the person in charge. So, um, that's the take I get from that statement right there. But again, I like yesterday it came back to the word try. Like, man, if again, if we just try to be our best, to be a good person, to try to take care of others, uh, th- things as I've seen in my life, it'll just happen for you. You won't have to worry about being a successful person. It's gonna happen.
Like trying to go to the family restaurant and eating some 9 mile. What is it? What are the wings called we like?
9 Mile Island.
The 9 Mile Island wings. We like the 9 Mile Island wings from the family restaurant. Who in here likes chicken wings, buffalo wings? I'm getting ready to go to Buffalo in a couple weeks. What is I want to know what is what does the poll say? What does the poll say? I'm wondering. Let's check the poll. Let's see here. Life Lessons Podcast. Let's check the poll. Life Lessons
3 Mile.
Podcast.
Why did I say 9?
Is it 3 Mile? Who is the GOAT?
3 Mile.
Michael Jordan.
3 Mile Island.
3 Mile Island. It's 77% of the people have said Michael Jordan, and 23% have said LeBron James. Dylan says, never heard of them, but I'm a chicken wing fanatic. Have you ever heard of Hooters? The restaurant, the family restaurant, as we call it. 3 Mile Island wings. Why, Paul, are the 3 Mile Island wings the best?
I mean, they're underrated. One, because I mean, before even Buffalo Wild Wings was around, I mean, 3 Mile Island was a thing. I've been eating 3 Mile Island since I was in college, so that's been like 30 years.
Wow.
And that and that's when they were the flag. That was before Wingstop. They were the flagship, except for mom and pop's local places that people went to get wings. That was the flagship wing. I mean, and those people who had 3 Mile Island, early in life, understand that why that was such a good wing. If you like, spicy wings, but that now you look around, there's so many other box chain restaurants and stuff like that became people's favorites. I understand why Buffalo Wild Wings is a fan favorite with with all their sauces and stuff like that, and Hooters even had to resort to that to bring some business back, because Buffalo Wild Wings took a lot of their wing business away from them. But I mean, every time I introduce someone who's never had 3 Mile Island, they're just like, "Wow, man? I've been missing out." Yeah, because again, you say the name 3 Mile Island, but if you try to explain what they taste like, you're just like, I can't really do it. You just got to try it. You got to have it. I mean, and man, every time we say it, I just think of just them coming out fresh.
Yes,
A nice batch.
They did not put enough batter.
No.
Last time. We are going
That
to
was
tell
the worst.
you next time we go. They need
Actually,
more
those
batter.
were the worst ones I've ever had. And it's because, like I said, you might have put something on them, but you didn't put the breading on them. Hooters has a special breading that they put on the chicken before they put the sauce.
I think some people don't like that, or they don't think it's healthy, so they've kind of cut back on the breading.
Well, the first time we went, they were perfection.
Excellent. They were like the classic Hooters wings from when I was a kid. My dad would always take us there, and he would say, "You need to sit next to the cash register." That's a life lesson. Do you know why?
No.
Because it doesn't matter who your waitress is. When you sit next to the cash register, you've always got a good seat, Paul. I don't even know if they have a cash register anymore.
No, they have the welcome. They have the welcome booth.
Yeah, so they don't have
like the cash registers on the walls now in those places.
Yeah, so I guess all the waitresses have to go to the cash register. This was just a little life lesson tip that my dad taught me when I was a kid going to Hooters.
Man,
isn't that great advice?
It is, and I just found the 3 Mile. I'm excited right now because I have the hot, but I didn't even try to find a 3 Mile Island, and I just found it. Of course, it's at Amazon. You can order it, and I can make my own stuff here at home. But and that would be fun because I could make them a little bit healthier by finding a way to
a little bit healthier.
Meaning like put them in olive oil. Put the breading on and put them in olive oil, and then crisp them up and cook them in an air fryer, and then toss them in the sauce.
Rebecca says hi. How's
it
going,
Rebecca?
Rebecca, this is the Life Lessons Podcast, and we're glad to be back. It's Monday. Make sure you check out the group chat, the Totem Pole Nation group chat. This is a place where y'all can go at any time and have access to Totem Pole, have access to me, have access to the man from Seoul, have access to Coach Bald and Lambo, and all the rest of the members of Totem Pole Nation. I'll have to check that out. 3 Mile Island Wing, yes, at Hooters. Rebecca said good. So, Paul, what's your plans for the rest of the day?
Well, I've got to take care of the dogs, and then I've got a meeting some colleagues from the Army for lunch, and then that's pretty much it, man. It's pretty quiet day.
Doing good. Thank you very much, Rebecca. I'm glad that you are doing good, and we're so excited to be back. We will be back on live streaming later We'll stream some video games. Paul will jump on. St. Pete Rejuvenate, we love you. Paul, anything you want to say before we sign off?
No, hope everyone has a great Monday. Last week in June, as we head toward the 4th of July, summer is all up and on its full swing. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and don't forget your suntan lotion.
Have a great day. You have